These fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Kansas State Wildcats, Bill Snyder Family Stadium. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on another unit from the Big 12, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Kansas State ready to kick it off to get things underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Auburn's offense will have the football first. Offense in a bunch formation. Dropping back, it's Rich. Still looking, on the move. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. They're dealing with a second and long. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on third down. Working that left side now. There he goes. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Auburn lines up quickly.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. Rushes on him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
To the air, it's Rich. Unloads to the wideout. Working on the right. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29. The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wildcats offense will have its first possession of the game. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did. He was good out in the field. He was good down here in the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Well, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and it's just a nightmare matchup. And, you know, you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get his.
The Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this. Oh, he's got some space. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Timeout, Kansas State.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5. And the Tigers want to pick up the tempo.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Knees pushed out of bounds at the 22. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10.
You know, in the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. And you can go on and on talking about great Auburn running backs back in the day, but right here, right now, if this team's going to win an SEC championship, they need to force-feed this guy the football and let him go to work.
Defender gets a little too aggressive there, and this offense gets some free yardage. Free yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Looking to throw, it's Rich. Deep shot for the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, Tigers. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. UCLA was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Bruins performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. So now it's 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 men.
Lofts one high and deep. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Rich. Throwing right. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Great place to start for this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
What a great play by one of their biggest playmakers in the D-line. I can say this personally. I got my first start in college at Jordan-Hare Stadium. It was brutal. I think about it, and I get PTSD to this day. When you get those types of athletes in a three-point stance rushing the quarterback with that crowd noise, and your offensive tackles can't hear the snap count, it's not a lot of fun.
And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. On the option. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quarterback adapted. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Give to the running back. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Takes a handoff, and he's going right. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Some fresh air. They knock him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down for Auburn. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Offenses that are great on 3rd downs, what do? Most of the time, they keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on 3rd and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on 3rd downs all throughout this season.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
Auburn to the line in a hurry.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
To throw, it's Rich. On target. He just won't take a big hit. Slides off guys, makes moves. He's down to the 21. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball in the backfield.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Back to pass on second down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got his man. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Trying to find the end zone. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. They're going to run it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Auburn.
No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. The Wildcats are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Turning it on! That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. He caught it! Touchdown, Wildcats! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Back to throw, it's Rich. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Complete to the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Rides the back and leaves it. Really good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll run it from the gun. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to throw on first down. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. option, the give. Picks up the first down. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. The Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. The give on the option. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. To the air, it's Rich. He's got it. Ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Yeah, what a big play for the offense. Offense, you get close to that goal line, man. The eyes get big. I'm going to make sure I get in the end zone. And you lose concentration for one little second. The defense continues to fight, continues to hustle, and you have a bad turnover when you had a ball in position to score some daggone points.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Punt is on its way. Touchdown, Tigers. The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through.
And that is one of the biggest plays of that young man's football life. The true freshman taking the punt to the house. If I'm the head coach and I watch that, I'm now trying to find ways to get this guy on the field offensively because he's got some special ability.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They believe they can run right here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Let's go! Let's go! Give to the running back. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Manhattan. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Bill Snyder Family Stadium.
Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Kansas State will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. So here comes the Auburn offense. They botched a scoring opportunity the last time they had it, fumbling inside the 20, and now a chance to put up something here. Looking to pass, it's Rich. He's going to throw deep right side. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. And back to the air on 2nd down. Firing to the right, complete. Auburn lines up quickly. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Got his man quickly. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll try to pop the draw. Breaks into the open. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Offense in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, running back gets to give. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. He'll ride his man on the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense got it, they're on the run. Crosses midfield. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Kansas State. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And how about the defense just straight flipping the script? They got a goal-to-go situation, just trying not to give up a touchdown. You want to give up a field goal, not only do they make a big play, they scoop up the fumble, they take it all the way to the house, and they get a touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. The offense has been really productive both ways, both scoring and giving up the ball, David.
Yeah, the boomer-bust offense is not good. Like, we have to take care of the football. It's a premium take-care of football. Every time you've taken care of it, Palmer, you've driven down the field and had successful drives.
I didn't have this on my bingo card, I'll be honest. Turning the ball over this much and still having the lead. But their defense and special teams have done their part. Offensively now, just do your job, and you're probably pulling away in this one.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking to scramble. Trying to escape and get it himself. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Offense getting set for first down. Gives it on the option. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. The Tigers want to move quickly.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Dropping back, it's Rich. Just a short pass to the tight end. It's a fumble on the play. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. They'll come to the line, 90 seconds to play here in the third. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Defense has got to do a better job of corralling this wide receiver. They've got to know where he lines up each and every play. And then once he has the ball, they have to play with a sense of urgency and getting hats to the football. He's just way too dangerous in the open field.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Gives it on the option. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, look out on the right. Touchdown, Wildcats. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. East Carolina opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice.
Looking to throw, it's Rich.
Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They think they can create space here with the run to the right.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Quickly out to the tight end. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Might be calling a hot route. Motion from the back. To the air, it's Rich. Hauls it in. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. Quick release by the QB. Looks as if Auburn will have enough for the first down. This offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. Motion from the wide receiver. Gets it out quickly. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They've already peeled more than 3 minutes off the clock on this drive as they stand over the ball on second down. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. To the air on first down. Unleashes one deep. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Bringing it back. Pulled down at the 45-yard line, and that's the kind of ball hawking a defensive coordinator loves to see.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
He's got an open man. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. On the move to his left. Grabbed behind the line. It's Reese. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Oh, he's got a chance. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Off the RPO, complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. Target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. To the sidelines, and he tiptoes his way to a first down before going out of bounds. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. The give as they work on that clock. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Trying to beat him to the left. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Yeah, and you see in the red zone, all the bodies start to come inside. And a lot of times you try to find a way to get to the perimeter. This offense does a good job. They toss the football. Nice job by the defense. Now forcing a third down.
Now they'll try the right side. Defense makes the stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
All right, defense, if they score, it's a wrap. It's over. So we got to find a way. The clock's our enemy, but we got to find a way to get a stop, put ourselves in a position we can get the ball.
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Auburn. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. How about this Tiger quarterback etching his name alongside the greats and maybe wearing out Aubie with extra push-ups after all these points?
And you just think about those guys having those kind of days as Nick Marshall, Cam Newton, just superstars at the position. That's what kind of day he's having so far.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Tight end getting vertical. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Completes it in the middle. There he goes. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Kansas State quick to the line. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Second down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. They'll try to convert on 4th and long after giving up that big sack. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
This is exactly how you draw it up. This is a situation where you can have all the easy stuff. We're not giving up the big play. The defense understands the situation, forces the incompletion, and now has a chance to just take that beautiful victory.
He's taking the shot. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. After this, it'll be a wrap. Wants to throw. It's Rich. He's not afraid to go deep. And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive